What is up, App Nation? Happy New Year. It is Steve P. Young, founder of appmasters.com, the app marketing agency that helps you grow your apps faster and more affordable. And I got the proof right here to break it all down for you. Now, while I'm sharing the favorite case studies of our 2024, there are key lessons along the way. So this isn't a whole like bragging video. We're gonna break down all the strategies we use to really help our clients grow. So really pay attention to each and every single one of these 7 case studies. All right, without further ado, let's get started. All right, number 1 is an indie developer that we helped out, and we use ASO to build enough revenues that then to scale, we're using Meta. And I'm gonna break down why this is important and why Meta is under-reporting all the installs that they're generating for you. So here's the app. We launched it in 2023. It's a great app, and we were able to generate revenues right away. So you finding the right keywords allowed us to generate revenues from day one. It launched in March of 2023. You can see the first year, roughly the first year, 42,000 in revenue. And if you don't believe me, that's all organic. Here's the proof. You know me. I like to always have the little bit of proof. Now in 2024, we've been able to make it almost 6 figures. Now that we had generated a good amount of money, so you can see about 4,000 coming in pretty much organically. We were at around 7,000 organically now. Now that we had enough of this coming in, we wanted to try to scale it even more. So here's what we did. We've been able to scale it. As you can see, we took it to 13,000 in December last month. And again, if you don't believe me, you can see roughly it's been around 7,000, pretty much all organically right here, right? Now, here's the chart. In August is when we actually started Meta. So it started climbing a little bit. We spent just under $1,000 in August, and then September, we started to ramp it up a little bit more. And here's the data. We've been able to generate over 9,000 just from App Store search and about 3,000 from the actual app refer, which is Facebook. Now you can see app refer was non-existent until we actually started running ads. Don't believe me again? Here it is, the downloads by source. So that was sales by source. This is downloads by source, and you can see app refer, which will be your Instagram, Facebook ads. So now when we're looking at the downloads from app refer, we can safely say that is from the ads because they were pretty much non-existent before we started running ads. With me so far? Okay. Here again, some more proof for you guys. This is what I want you guys to do. And you guys can do this within App Store Connect. I'm doing downloads by source type, and then I'm doing downloads by app refer because we wanted to dig deeper into app refer. Okay, now you can see again, Facebook and Instagram, non-existent until August when we first started running ads. Here are the numbers you gotta pay attention to. So here's the spend so far. Now, here's what Facebook tells you is the installs. We're only using the Facebook SDK. You can see the cost per install according to Facebook and its attribution is around $250. And in December, it went as high as $6.80. But if you look at the actual installs by App Store Connect from App Refer, mind you, you will see that it brought in a bunch more downloads. And so the actual cost per install is under $4. Yes, in December, maybe because of the holidays, it got a little bit more expensive, but with just a $3,000 spend in September, we did $2,500 spend. We were generating cost per installs as low as $2.04. So as a percentage of App Store Connect installs from Facebook installs, you can see that Facebook is only reporting about 50 to 60% of the actual installs that they're driving. So Facebook is doing a lot better than you think it is. Now, here's the other thing I really want you to pay attention to. This downloads by source type. What you can see, this blue line with App Store search is going up as you spend money. So as indies, I feel like ASO is a great source. Don't be too reliant on it. Once you have some revenues, you can reinvest those revenues to even scale your app further. And if you see a chart like this where downloads are starting to go up because of the ads, you can see that we're not even counting these downloads, by the way. We're not counting these downloads. we're only counting these downloads right here, this green line, when I'm doing those calculations. But you can see the added benefit of running social media ads. And so as you can see, as the sales go up, let me go back to our sales number, sales by source type, as these sales numbers go up, you want to really analyze the difference between App Store search before Facebook and after Facebook, and then calculate the revenues coming from Facebook app refer to really have a more comprehensive look at how well your ads are actually performing. Number 2, this is the growth hack. I've shared this plenty of times, but I still love it. It's still my favorite growth hack. And I'm going to share this with you guys again. So we took an app that was making just a few $100s a month. They started working with us mid-December of 2023. In 2024, 90,000. So we took an app that was making just a few $100s a month. And in the beginning of 2024, we took it to 7,000, and all of 2024, we're able to generate $90,000 for this app. And if you don't believe me, that's all through organic. Here it is. All the sales are coming from App Store search. We've then invested some money in some Apple search ads. So we are spending, but it's just about 1,000 or so. It's not even that much. So primarily through organic ASO, we've been able to really help this client. And it is the growth hack. And I will link it up into this card right here so you can see. Let me break down this growth hack. You need the ratings prompt early on. You want to do the right ASO. Follow our advice. I know I don't share everything. I really break down the entire process in our academy, but go through the ASO process here. You want to make your lifetime offer for free. Create a lifetime non-consumable in-app purchase. We're going to make it for free, and we're going to tell appadvice.com about it. Then 2 days later, you're going to make it back to full price. That's exactly what we did. Here's what we did for this app. Here's the app advice. This is the wrong date. This is just a screenshot. I got some questions. You do have to reach out to Jennifer at App Advice. That's not her right email, but Jennifer from App Advice. Find her email. I'm not going to do all the work for you guys. Find her email address. You have to let her know a couple of days before you want to run the promo. You'll find the info if you look for it. For this client, we did 106,000 downloads by making his lifetime offer for free. So I told him, are you willing to take this risk? Create a lifetime offer for me, and we're going to make it free. He said, all right, let's do it. So we did it. We did the ASO. We did the ratings prompt. He created a lifetime offer for me, and then we made it free on App Advice. Here's what happened. Did 106,000 downloads, January 9th, 2024, 800 new ratings, 200 in the US, 600 worldwide, made $7,000 within the first month of the App Advice camp. That's the beauty. Now, do I have every case study where we did the same exact thing and we made $7,000 a month? No, but this is the way it can happen. We didn't spend any money on paid marketing. It just worked because the ASO, I found the right keywords, we're able to implement the right keywords. And as a reminder, we made over $90,000 and he did not pay us anything close. Now, if you don't make the $7,000, because it doesn't always work out that beautifully, here are the other benefits to running the lifetime offer for free. You will get more App Store rate, guaranteed, as long as you ask for it early on. You will kick in your ASO. You will have more keywords being indexed just naturally because of the download velocity that comes. You will get users that will give you feedback on the product. You can start seeing how they use and interact with your product. And lastly, I even get emails from people saying, I missed out on the offer. Can you please extend it? I'm so sorry. And that's what you want. Like people who really want your product. And yes, they're getting it for free, but we can get a lot of things for free. And if we miss out, these are products we really want. So now you know if you have product market fit. And that's why I love this campaign. I don't like to overthink it. It will get you the benefits and it'll help you find product market fit. All right. Number 3, ASO for a big app. So I showed you ASO from the very beginning, first 2 case studies. Here's ASO for a big app. So here's one of our clients and they started working with us in about mid-February and they were making already pretty good money. So they were making about $70,000 a month through this app, right? But a few months working with us, we're able to grow it to over $200,000 a month, by the way. So took it from 70,000 to 200,000. Now there were a lot of things that happened. I won't take the full credit for doing this, but this shows you the potential of ASO if you do the keyword research. When they started working with us, we found a ton of keywords in this particular market and category. Somebody asked me what this category is. I won't tell you, all right? I respect my client's privacy and I'm not sharing anything I'm just only sharing the insights that we've learned and the real numbers behind it, but I'm not sharing you anything about the client, nor will I tell anybody else about this particular client. So what we're able to do is find those keywords, help them get rankings. They're doing a lot on their end from social media aspect too. It helped drive more extensive. And I know I share a lot of case studies with you guys about taking an app from $0 to $90,000, which I love, by the way, but I love these case studies too. We took an app making $70,000 already, and we scaled it up to 200,000. And all of last year, they made around $2 million all of last. Great case study. Love working with these guys. So kudos to them for building a great product. But that's what it shows you. You think you can just build a great product. Yeah, great product with a little bit of good marketing luck got you to 70,000. They didn't know anything about ASO. And a lot of their sales are through ASO. And we, with a little bit of expertise from our end, we're able to scale it even further. And if you don't believe me that most of it's through ASO, here's the blue line again from source type. It is through app stores. Now here's the Apple search ads case study that I really want to highlight because I love working with this client. So I've taken out everything for you guys so you can see the level of spend that we did in all of 2024. Because again, everybody thinks we do small numbers and we want to show these big numbers off to you guys. So all of last year, we spent $500,000 all of last year. Okay. Here's what we've been able to accomplish. The cost per install was around $5. But the reason I'm highlighting this is they told us no other agency, they've worked with some of our competitors, has been able to positively get their non-branded campaigns ROI positive. And we were the only one. And how do we do this? We've got this new campaign structure that, guess what? It's only in the App Masters Academy. Because I don't want this campaign structure known by everybody. We built this new campaign structure that's working pretty well. So the exact one, the brand campaign is doing the best. We have an exact match campaign where only a few keywords are working. And that's been true for a lot of our clients. When you're working on ASA, Apple Search Ads, you're only gonna have a handful of keywords that are profitable. That's it. That's what I've seen with a lot of our clients. It literally comes down to about 10 or under keywords that are actually profitable. Now your job and what this new campaign structure does is, okay, let's take these keywords and how do we put a new campaign structure in place that gets us to actually spend, so the scale, and be ROI positive? Well, again, that's in our academy or you're gonna have to work with us. But it is a great campaign structure. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not giving away a lot of stuff. I give away a lot of the campaign structures on our YouTube channel. I'll link that up right now. It still works. We still use it today, but there's a new campaign structure that we really like too, on top of the ones I've already shared for free for you guys. So go check that free stuff out if you don't believe me. I want to take a minute here for those who are interested in our academy. It's a great academy. It's something that I want to really push this year. And you have me, you have a private Slack channel with over 100 people, amazing app founders in there. You get video courses. A lot of them, the video courses, I'm trying to refresh, but they are a little bit older. But even the old content, one of the members in our academy, he's been able to grow his app to $20,000 a month. I think he started at maybe 4 or 5 and using our PR strategy that's in the course. Yes, an old PR course, he used the exact, what I talked about in that exact course, and he's been able to get press, brought in massive amounts of downloads, and now he's at $20,000 a month. So these are the type of people in our community, and you will get knowledge with me. We have monthly coaching sessions as well in there. And so if you're interested, just go to appmastersacademy.com, appmastersacademy.com. Let's get into, we actually exited one of our apps too. I thought it was phenomenal. And why I'm covering this is I'm happy to share the numbers. We took an app going from like really 0 to a 5-figure exit. How do we do it? Here's the numbers, just so you guys have the data before I ended up selling it. We're only making about $11,000, $12,000 in sales, but we did it all organically. Now, as you can see, it was barely making any money. It was through extensive ASO research. If you've been following our channel, I show you exactly how we do it. We found the right keyword. We did what we did to the app. We changed the title. That's it. We just changed the title, the app name, so to speak, and it completely flipped it. And we've exited for a 5-figure exit. Really good example that if you've been stuck and doing nothing, like you have the right paywall, you follow the channel and you're like, hey, Steve, I looked at your paywalls. I have the right paywall. I'm just not getting downloads. Keep doing keyword research. It was just really 2 keywords that we were able to get to number 1 that made the dramatic difference. Here's some proof if you don't believe me that. Here's the escrow. The next one is Indie App Santa. So shout out to you, Francois, for building such a great business already. We acquired Indie App Santa from Francois, who first built the business. If you guys aren't familiar with it, it is like apps gone free, the app advice campaign I've talked about. The best analogy that people tend to get is it's an app sumo or Groupon for app. Knowing that we've used app device for so long and we became the #1 customer for Indie App Santa in 2024. I reached out to Francois. I was like, hey, have you ever thought about selling this business? He's like, yeah, I'm interested. We worked out a deal. He's an amazing dude. The deal was flawless. Thank you, Francois, for making it so easy and so fun to work with. Now, here's what it looked like before. This was Indie App Santa. You can see a lot of the apps, and this would be covered, but if you tap on it, you could see the icon and all that stuff. Here's what we've changed it to. And why I wanted to cover this wasn't my idea. This was my team's idea. So shout out to you, Viraj, who's our developer. He's like, hey, I have an idea. One thing that I wanted to do was, because I knew App Advice had a lot of deals a day and Indie App Santa only had 1 deal a day, I knew that we could do multiple deals a day, but I also didn't want to look cluttered. And it was very hard to make it work. So we changed the UI UX a bit and we're adding more stuff. But the growth of Indie App Santa has been phenomenal, and the results that people are seeing has been phenomenal as well. And so what I would recommend to you guys is, if you rewind and you do the growth hack with the app advice, with Indie App Santa, the next best thing to do is to do a lifetime price drop like this Pinko guy did, but do it for $9.99. That I found is the upper limit of an Indie App Santa user. So we've been able to generate $1,000 for one of our clients, doing a lifetime price drop to about $10. And another client of ours, we took it from $4,000 a month to $7,000 a month using an Indie App Santa price drop. So you use App Advice to do the lifetime free to get all those ratings in there. Now you have pretty decent ratings. You come to Indie App Santa. Indie App Santa is a paid platform. Then we go, because now you're trying to make money. App Advice was free. So you use Indie App Santa to do a lifetime price drop so that you can recover some of the payment that you'd have to pay us, Indie App Santa, for the promotion, right? That's the best way of doing it. Lastly, and I'll end it, it's getting a little bit long, we did a team retreat. Yeah, there are people that I've been working with since 2013 when I first started the podcast, Merge and Laksh, who helped me out in the early days of the podcast. We're still working together. Viraj, met him in 2012. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it for reasons, but I got to finally meet the team. And so I want to show you guys a picture of how big our team is. So we got over close to 25 people now in the team. Not everybody was able to make it out, but it was so good to see everybody in person. We got to go snorkeling. We got to work together. Every night we worked together for a couple of hours just to make sure everything was running smoothly. And it was such a great time. And I love doing it. It's been something we've been planning for years. And to finally make it happen and to see everyone in person, give them a hug and thank them for all their hard work and helping us grow this company and this channel, it was phenomenal. I'm so glad we got to do it. And I'm so glad and so grateful to our entire team here. We flew out those in India to the Philippines, and we did it at a great resort in the Philippines as well. So thank you. I'll end it with this. Thank you to my team for everything that you guys have done. Thank you guys to the audience for watching. And I love getting the comments. I love getting the emails, the tweets, all that stuff about some of the results that you've been able to achieve watching our channel. So please keep tagging me at Steve P. Young on all your favorite social media platforms as well. And I look forward to continuing to grow this team in 2025 and hopefully giving you all the best case studies and all the best strategies to help you grow in 2025 as well. All right. If you haven't, do me a favor. I'm going to ask you, if you got any value out of my channel, you've never done this, make sure you do this. Obviously, 1, subscribe. 2, if you listen to the podcast, go leave me a freaking rating. I don't care if it's on Spotify. I don't care if it's on Apple Podcasts. Go leave me a rating. If you email me that rating, steve@appmasters.com, I will give you a discount on our Indie App Santa campaigns. All right. I'll give you a 50% discount, but you have to email me. Might even give it away for free. I don't know, but all right, if there's a justification, but I'll give you a really good discount if you email me a screenshot of your review for the podcast, and make sure you subscribe. That's my ask for you. I want to keep growing the podcast this year. So the ratings and reviews. I know there's no app advice for podcasts. All right. This is how I got to do it. All right, guys, that is it. I'll stop blabbing on. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.